Minute late and a dollar short. Big O, I told you so to everyone. All the idiots over on TikTok that want to argue with my post about you can't have a firearm and be associated with cannabis and all. Yeah. Big O, I told you so. And it's getting to where the Supreme Court's going to weigh in on it, which um, the way corrupt our Supreme Court is right now and everything, that's bad. That is very bad. Um, I say believe in the Constitution. Uh, we have the God-given right to carry uh, firearms, and they're getting ready to. When the Supreme Court announced that they will listen, that's not good at all. Unless everybody stands up, and you got to stand up now. That's not good. Not good at all. Hey, please double tap that screen if you like what I do, you like my message, whatever. I'm 420 Jim, cannabis advocate. Man, I've been preaching for 10 years. Um, I did a little short over on TikTok about under federal law, you give up your rights to bear firearms. Recreational or medically, it don't matter. You give up your right under federal law, not state law. States can say fine, but you know what? Federal law always trumps state law. It does. They take away their money, whatever they go, and states will comply. Well, now that the Supreme Court said they're going to, screw the Constitution, they're going to hear whether recreational cannabis users should have firearms. What the hell's the difference between a medical or a recreational user of cannabis? You know, this is all getting really stupid. Like I said, we're going backwards, and that's because people won't become part of the solution. Sign this petition. Let's get this talked about. Let's go, I see these posts, TikTok and stuff, 420 Jim for president. No, I don't want to be president, but damn, make enough people on that petition that maybe I can go talk to the president. That would be great. I don't want to run the country or nothing, but, I damn sure like to go educate anybody that says cannabis is bad. I damn sure would like to have the chance to do that. It's not a narcotic. They can't even prove what narcotic's in that plant. Just because they say there's a narcotic in it, don't make it true, my friends. They tell me we walk on the moon. That don't make it true. It's time people start using their own damn heads up here. And please get on that petition. You're fixing to lose your gun rights and everything else. Oh it's stupid. We know that William Randolph Hearst named it marijuana. We know the greed, the yellow journalism. We know everything behind it. But what's worse than what he did, is knowing all this, knowing that Nixon made it a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value, and took out the medical patent on it, just to deliberately screw over the people since the 1970s. And they want to continue to do that. Why aren't people wanting to stand up and fight this? This petition, my voice, whatever, let's do this march. But, if I don't get these signatures on the petition, why do a march? We got to get the petition numbers up and stand up and get our voice out there. I mean, I don't have no problem coming on here and saying it and whatnot. All I ask is people simply sign a petition. Name, address, and email. All you got to put on it. Share my channel. Follow the journey along. But by God, be part of the solution instead of part of the problem. I can show you 30 people on my TikTok post about illusion. Oh, you're crazy. I can still have it. Oh, I sell firearms and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, man, you want to post on here that you sell firearms and you got a federal gun? You're a real kind of stupid person. because all one's got to do is go check the laws. Look at what was it, Hunter Biden, Biden's son? They didn't get him for the laptop. They didn't get him for all the porn. They didn't get him for the cocaine. What did they get him for? Lying on the application because they could prove he had cocaine, a class 2 narcotic. See, that's why they want to keep it a narcotic 1, 2, or 3. Gun control. I've said this since the first day that I've got on the road. It wasn't pharma, it wasn't alcohol. They had nothing to do with it. Later on they did. But it is mainly about gun control, and that's all it can be about right now. Otherwise, it wouldn't even be in a narcotic. So it's time the people speak up, stand up, get on the petition. Y'all get behind my petition, I'll keep the voice up, keep going, and we got a shot. If we do nothing, we ain't got a shot. I mean, they just slipped this Supreme Court thing in. They're going to hear the case next year. We've got this year to get this done. And all we got to do is let them know that we, the people, want to incite comity law. COMITY law. What's good for one is good for all. We, the people, demand that they take cannabis from the 40 medical states and the 20-some recreational states. Take it away or give it to all. Period. They shouldn't be this washy-washy, you got a card, you got a this, you got a that. We're going to take your gun rights away. You can be a stone-cold alcoholic and have a gun. Well, you know what? I'd rather be around 10 stoners with a gun than one alcoholic with a gun. You know, the stoner, the worst he's going to do is trade it off for some more pot or something. But that damn alcoholic, they're going to use that. It's stupid. It's just plain stupid. Yeah, hey, absolutely. Not just the bikers. All your politicians, all their bodyguards, all these people, you know, and they go to all these big parties and stuff and whatnot. They all drink alcohol. All these cops. You know, I'd much rather a cop go home and smoke a joint, but what do? They do like all the other people. They go home and they pour down some alcohol. Yeah, or pop some pills. You know, they do like the kids are doing. They smoke the spice and shit because they can pass a drug test. They'd rather smoke the real shit, but because they can't, you know, or someone's on probation, they're forced to smoke the fake shit, which has nothing to do with pot and it's solid chemicals. It's the same with the cops. They got to go out and do other shit. You know, life sucks and the pressure they're under. I mean, I understand. But I think most cops out there would agree that they'd much rather smoke a joint at the end of their shift than have to drink or whatever. Because, hey, let's face it, that's a stressful job and all. One I wouldn't want. One I definitely wouldn't want. You know, I appreciate good officers. I really, really do. I wouldn't want to do their job. Just like a fireman, you know, or a paramedic. I appreciate the hell out of them, but I wouldn't want to do their job. And I'm glad that there's people like that can do that. You know what I mean? And there's bad and good and everything. Cops, firemen, veterans, you name it. There's good and bad and everything. Well, hell, don't let me do all the talking. Somebody else can pipe in anytime you want. I don't mean to rant and rave, but man, when I heard the Supreme Court, I mean, I've been telling people this and telling people this and telling people this. I ought to go back on that TikTok list now and do a reply to every one of the idiots that told me how wrong I was and how right they were. Well, if I ain't right, then why the hell is the Supreme Court going to rule on it? Or at least listen to the case? Oh, that's cool. Because for years and years and years and years, they wouldn't say that. Or if you said that they said that, they would deny it. You know what I mean? Most everyone, you go look at all the pictures of me and all the different people and veterans and whatever I've been with and associated with or been to events with, right? You will never see anybody with their ID out, the VA badge, their ID, or anything that out, you know, except, except the Vietnam Veterans Reunion where I was asked to be the voice of the vets. There's two guys that run the crisis van there, you know, where the vets can go to and try and get extra help and stuff while at the event. When I first come there, they deliberately took their IDs and stuff and put them out and hung them out and got a picture with me by the very first RV, the one that burnt. Their picture and stuff survived the fire. I had that for a long time. Now it's finally gone, but there's pictures of it and all. But when I came back with this new one, and they were there, they came back and we redid the photo pretty much. They even put their badges out to show off their IDs and stuff. So that's why when the idiot troll in Indiana thinks that he can erase me from the healing fields and that I did anything wrong or bad there, yeah, there ain't nobody can go up there in court this year and testify I've done anything wrong there or bad. Not anybody, except him, the liar. But that's a whole nother thing. Well, next year. It can't be this year because I won't make it over that way until next year on my way home to Arizona. Just like they can't take away the fact that this RV was christened at the for the voyage because the first one burnt. This one was put on the road, and the very first event it went to was the Vietnam Veterans Sandbox event, and it was christened by a veteran, not a Vietnam vet, but by a veteran, and put on the road. Yeah. Well, see, that's and things have come up a lot better now too. See, back in 2015, when they had me come out to the healing fields, that's what it's called. When they had me come to that Vietnam veteran, you know, when they first asked me, I'm like, yo, you're thinking of my dad. I'm not a veteran, and I'm not a veteran. My dad and grandpa were. And they're like, no, it's open to the public. We want you and your dog and your bus here. Well, hell, the veterans are asking me uh, to come to an event, and they know about my dog and my RV and all. Hell yeah, I'm coming. And, you know, it's one of the most blessed things that will ever happen in my life. And I had, well, the guys from the Crisis Center, like I was saying, but I had all kind of Vietnam vets in their family, and they was telling me they couldn't mention cannabis. They mention it to the VA doctors and stuff. They take away their pain meds. They test them for it, whatever. They can lose money and stuff. And they asked me to be their voice. And that's why the one Indiana troll was just so damn pissed off. Because they didn't ask the Church of Cannabis there or his wife from their smoke shop or anything that. They asked me. I had nothing to do with who they asked. But that's the biggest honor I'll ever have in my life. And that's why he got his feelings hurt and pissed off, I'm sure. But you can see by his posts and his trolling and what he does, the person he is. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. They prove it themselves. Oh, I hear you. Well, back then, in 2015 and stuff, them VA doctors and stuff, they didn't play. They'd cut these people off their medicine or shit like that. So they were scared to even talk about it. And I promised them I'd be out here fighting for them as long as I could, and I'm keeping my promise. I'm still out here, and they they can get, they may have to move to another city or state, but they can get cannabis now. Um, oh, and I got this friend over on YouTube. I can't. I'm so embarrassed. I can't think of his name. Um, but I went on live with him a little bit today, and then there's another guy too that's sharing the petition. He's putting it on his story and stuff. So it's starting to take off on TikTok a little bit right now. We'll see if that blows up. Especially the 420 guy with his music show, DJ show, and stuff. Uh, he was giving me a real nice shout out today, and he pinned the 420gym.com up there for people, the link to the petition and all. So man, I get a dozen creators or people like that interested in doing something like that, and his people or whatever, and we all get together. We can make this work, folks, and we've only got this year to do it. And while I'm out here, don't wait for me to come to your city or town, because that's probably not going to happen. You can go right over to 420gym.com, click on the petition, and sign it. Oh, Eddie, I'm sure. I mean, it's been cool every morning. I've had to put my light jacket on, but I like it when it's cooler because then I can wear my suit jacket or my cannabis jacket and feel comfortable, not be hot in it. So I don't mind the weather right now, mwah. But what's coming, I need to uh, get this court case and this insurance case out of the way and go settle down somewhere for a couple months. Hey, I appreciate it. Yes, everybody that shares that it is so good. You can share my TikTok and you can share my YouTube, but mainly share that petition. We are going to win. Oh, look what! Oh, hang on, doggy dogs.
Wow.
My God,
It's
you
like
look.
I'm speaking Spanish to my doctor, man. Gosh. Yeah, I got some goodies. For
Oh
you.
my gosh.
There's some cold stuff in there too. So, and there's some ice packs, but there's cold stuff in there. So I don't know if you got a cooler and shit.
Yeah, I got a refrigerator.
I got some ice packs in there too. But
Thank you.
yeah, here I got that pen for you.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta take off and
Gifts from heaven.
pay this child support. All right, so check this out. So you can preheat it if you tap it twice.
Uh-huh.
It'll light up.
Oh, okay.
But you might have to suck really hard to get that. I mean, it's sorry, I got
It hasn't been heated up, and it's like
That's what I'm saying.
clogged
It's
up.
real thick, so
Yeah.
I mean, you might have to suck on it really hard, but it'll do the fucking trick, dude.
Hey, thank you, my friend.
Hey, yeah, you're welcome, Jim.
Thank you, thank
Hey,
you,
stay
thank you.
blessed, brother.
Uh huh. Oh. A whole bag of grocery goodies. Move, Lulu. Ah. Oh, yeah. You can message me through TikTok, or you can use my email. If you go to my website, it says contact me. It's got my web email, but my email is 420jimjacapoo@gmail.com. 420jimjackapoo@gmail.com. 420jimjacapoo. You like the weed leaf hat and jacket? Yeah. Well, you've seen the suit jacket, right? I have the jacket I was wearing this morning, yesterday morning. That's just my all around, all weather, wind, whatever jacket. I have a suit jacket also. Right on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'll be wearing it to court next week. I hope the judge don't have any offense to it. Shouldn't. The city council didn't take offense to it, and I wore it to the city council meeting. I should have went and looked. I'd probably go on YouTube and look. Do I have this on? Let me see if this is on. And let me see if I can find it. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Oh, I'm not on the hotspot. My hotspot's not on, so. Oh well. Another time. I don't want to turn my hotspot on because it heats my phone up and I need to charge it and all. Which reminded me to plug it back in the charger. Hey, my friend, Lieutenant Dan, they called him. His name's JC. He got out of jail, got back to his boat and all. He's doing pretty good. Move. I'm going to have to go through here in a bit and see what's cold and what I have to put up. Oh, we're at 1,025. Right on. No, I'm sure the small claims court isn't going to live stream it. And they're not going to let me record it, I'm sure. See, that's why I need somebody with me sometimes. Because like that city hall meeting, I needed somebody that could record me going up there and talking. But I just had my phone with me. I just wanted the sound recorded more than anything. I didn't care what I looked like or what the city council looked like. I knew they had live streams, so I mean I can play it, but you don't see nothing except the clock. And I'm not even paying attention to the clock. I still had a minute left or I would have probably said something else. But just walking there in my canvas suit, tie, and everything was a heck of a statement. And then keeping it to the point and polite and everything and whatnot, I think it all made a good statement. If I'm not mistaken. Everybody told me it was pretty good, powerful, and to the point. Did you see me in the suit in the live stream? Oh, I'm sure you did. See, I haven't seen it. And no one, knock on wood, no one has given me any flack about it. Not even the trolls. Not even the trolls have given me any flack about it. Matter of fact, man, remember when I was supposed to speak at Topeka and all the shit they said and everything about that and whatnot and how they called them and all that crap? They ain't muttered one word about this city meeting. I never thought of that until now. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. I'm going to have to see now. I should have already went and got that and recorded a couple of clips from it and put it on TikTok Short or or the reels here, the 15-second ones. Come on, me standing in a city hall meeting in a cannabis suit, that's got to get some likes. I hope Topeka realizes how silly they were. And they ain't out of the mess yet. I still got to decide whether I'm going to go through with the tort claim, hiring a lawyer or not. But right now, honestly, all I want to do is get this stuff cleared up in Kansas and Missouri. Hey, Mike, I just want to get these cases cleared up so I can freely travel and not worry about no warrants or nothing. Oh, by the way, cheers. Sorry about that. Hey, I got nothing but good to say about Wichita Police Department and everything right now. You know, um, knock on wood, of course. They haven't violated my rights. They did come close one time, but they haven't violated my rights. I can't say bad cop, no donut to any one of them yet. I'm sure they do have bad cops, but thankfully I haven't had to deal with one or nothing. But for that one to go ahead and follow through with the case and take his job serious, not just drive around looking to run people's license plate, but to actually do what you'd think a cop should do. He investigated. He's a Barney Fife. He investigated. He went down and pulled some video and said, "Damn, case solved." That's so damn cool. You know what I mean? That is what a policeman is supposed to do. To me, that's what being a police and whatnot is all about. So, I've got to give great kudos to the Wichita Police Department. I really do. They need to train the Topeka, Kansas police from the chief all the way down. They need to learn from these guys here in Wichita. It's the difference of day and night. The difference of day and night. Yeah, man, it's a cool little breeze when it comes in at 20 mile an hour. Just had a gust of like cool air blow through. I'm like, woo. Anybody know the name of the guy that I was on his live today on TikTok? Anybody know who I'm talking about? Might remember or might be friends with him too. We need more cowbell. Oh, you seen the guy stop by and give me groceries and stuff, didn't you? I mean, you know he stopped by. Um, yeah, I think, matter of fact, I think he's the only one that stopped by so far. But he came bearing gifts. I wasn't going to be here today, but I said, you know what? I am going to stay one more day. Because now I've got to do a 2-day spot, a 2-day spot, and a 2-day spot. And I can do whatever I want to after that. Howdy back, 420 Network. How you doing? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, and thank you people for hitting the the double tapping the screen and hitting the like button and stuff. Thank you so much for that. Much love. Share the channel, sign the petition. Hell, we're at 1,025. We're getting there. We're getting, 100 and some people a week to sign it. It needs to get up in the thousands, but we got to take these little baby steps until it finally hits that magic where everybody wants to do it. Well, he said he did. Now, I can only go by what he said. He didn't have his phone on him when, but I think he signed it the first time. We met a week back, about a week back, and he lives just around the corner. He's one of them that said, "Hey, yeah, I've got a Delta 9 pin and some groceries, this, that, and the other. I'm going to bring to you. I'll be back in a little bit." And I never seen him. But that happens all the time, and for whatever reason, I don't know. Well, that was him. And it was like 3 weeks ago. He came by and we talked for a minute, and he was going to go get this stuff, and he'd see me in a few minutes. And he never came back until today. And then he came back today. So that's kind of special, you know what I mean? I didn't ask him, well, what happened to you? But if he was on here, he was saying, yeah, I told you I was going to bring a pin back, and, here I am now. That's probably what kept him away so long. He thought that, because he didn't come back that day, I was mad at him or something. I don't know, but it couldn't be anything from the truth. I'm so happy he come back and he talked to me and all. And look at that. He brought me a pin and groceries just like he said he would. So that's a man of his word, you know what I mean? He didn't say when he'd be back, right? That's a man of his word right there. Rick Simpson oil, there you go. Oh yeah, he could have got busy with his wife, anything. I forgot all about it. Didn't expect him, everything I hear, I'll be back, I'm going to do this. I take with a grain of salt. Why? Because all the people tell me they're going to sign the petition that don't. That really, really, really hurts me. But I've got to take everything with a grain of salt. And that pile from the petition, that's a big old mountain of salt there now. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Word of mouth. A person telling a person telling a person is the best way to, not all these big fancy commercials, this, that, and the other. You build a clientele up by word of mouth. Well, people, y'all need to stay the hell out of these dispensaries from now on. Go see your local guy. I'm telling you, quit swiping that license and associating yourself with the class 1 narcotic. Quit doing it. I know everybody's like, well, you come get it, I'm my cold dead hand, whatever, but man, I would find a local guy. I wouldn't be swiping my license anymore. Right on. 420 in plain sight. Cool. Right on. Hey, I'm for everything that plant can do. The Rick Simpson oil. It was in our anointing oil. If you look in the Hebrew Bible, there's just so many wonderful things the plant is good for, besides food. One of the most best foods we could be eating. And don't heat it up. You won't get high from it. You know, if people ate like a spoonful of hemp seed a day, man, their health would be way better than it's ever been. But they ain't going to tell you that. Right on. Me, honestly, I wanna get back to Arizona. I've got a friend that says he's got some heirloom seeds. He'd be willing to get me some. Oh man, I'll be set. I'll be set. Hey, happy. Yeah. Everything's, knock on wood. Everything's going pretty good and all right this morning. Uh, I got a bag of groceries just donated. You know. I'll have to go through and see what all's there. Um, so I'm doing pretty good. Got a partial Delta 9 cartridge. So yeah. Oh, hey, I try to be in what I do. You know, human beings, planet Earth, the golden rule. And if we all lived the golden rule, what a blessing that would be. If we just remember we're on planet Earth, take care of it. We're all human beings, and nothing different about you, me, or whatever. Live the golden rule. We'd be in the Garden of Eden. We'd be doing what the Creator wanted. Man would be here to tend the earth. not corrupt it and curse it and everything else. Just live that golden rule. It's changed my life for the better for me. So I know it had to change it for the better for others around me. You know what I mean? You're friends with him, cool. Hey, Will, did you see was you on the live I did with that other guy? The one that plays the music, that 420 got long dreads and stuff. I can't even think of his name or nothing. But anyhow, I was there and I joined his live today. It was pretty cool. Then there's another guy that's sharing my petition and all on his story. That's starting to go around. Cool. I get a couple more of them creators that's got clout like that one. Hell, this will go pretty far. Lieutenant Dan, JC, he's back. He was live when I come to this live. I just left his. I wasn't on it or nothing, but I was listening to his stories and stuff. His boat survived. He survived. They're doing him and his boats back together and all, and he don't have no more warrants. So, yeehaw. He ain't got nothing good to say about the mayor of Tampa. He sure don't like her. But that's okay. I didn't like Mayor Chavez when he was, or no, that was Albuquerque. I forget who was the mayor um, in Tampa, but I didn't really have no problem in Tampa. Uh, JC, they called him Lieutenant Dan. He's the one. This is his anniversary right now, this month or whatever. The hurricane hit Tampa, and he was out on his boat. And the city didn't want him to be on his boat tied to the city dock because they'd be liable for him. He could have untied from the dock, and they wouldn't have given two shits about him. But he pretended he got off the boat when they asked him to come off and whatnot. Someone was getting him a room. And as soon as he got out of the sight of everybody and whatnot, he turned around, went back to the boat. And the next morning, of course, he's bragging about on YouTube, yeah, I told you nothing, or TikTok, yeah, I told you nothing had happened, this, that, and the other, and putting it in the mayor's face and stuff. He's lucky that he even got out of there or whatnot to get that boat and everything. But he should have known they was going to come after him. Florida's like that, man. Especially like Key West. They extradited a guy from Texas for an open container ticket. The judge gave him time served and told him find his way back to Texas. That's what it cost that dude, getting him back home to Texas. But yeah, they've got 2 airplanes down in Key West. I forget what county that is, Monroe County or something. Man, they extradite you over an open container ticket in Florida. No, it's not crazy. That's just what Florida do, I'm telling you. I grew up in Florida, man. If they want you, they're coming after you. Oh, yeah. But also, they do like they did me. I had a warrant for 20 years, but it was non-extraditable or nothing. It was a stupid traffic warrant. I got the one from Mississippi. That was still in effect, I think, but they don't enforce it or nothing. I don't get arrested or nothing for it. They won't extradite. If I go to Mississippi, I just have to appear in front of a judge. And what's the chances of me driving in and going and seeing a judge before I get pulled over? Not very good. I'd have to arrange it with the courts and everything like I did with Florida before I went, you know. And I'm not worried about it. There's nobody I really care to go see in Mississippi or nothing, so I probably won't even go through Mississippi. No, that one won't let me view that message. It keeps telling me that it's in review, but it won't let me. There you go. Power hitters kicking your butt. Good. Hell, I was on TikTok just a little bit ago, and damn near did a bubbler in front of it. I'm glad it didn't catch it. I'm glad it didn't catch it. YouTube, I don't care. Cheers. Well, let me read this first. Yeah, you're probably right about that, Mike. You're probably right about that. They don't know how to handle that. Oh, and I looked. The Confather, he's not blocked on TikTok. Woody LePage, he's not blocked on TikTok. So none of them are blocked on my TikTok account. They just won't come over and use it. They just use it to report me and stuff. They won't come over there and do their bullshit. Well, you just hold your breath while you piss and hope you don't have to take a long piss. I don't like the cough no more. I've coughed so much and so hard in my day. When I cough and it's a deep cough, I feel it in my nuts now. Like from throat straight to the scrotum sack, I feel it. Oh, cough. I think that's a sign of getting old. But hell, ask the trolls. They want me to go out and get a job. They haven't answered whether they wanted me to work till I was 70, 75, 80. I mean, what's their year that someone should not have to go work? Should be able to get their money back from the government and live. I mean, I paid in for many, 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 many years. I paid in more than they've ever paid in. They haven't lived that long yet. I would think there's a lot of jobs. I don't know, but and I may be wrong, but I would think there's a lot of jobs. But then again, it depends. Some people won't do all kinds of different jobs. But me, I'll go to labor ready. I'll go to labor ready and do whatever, scrub toilets, sweep shop floors, whatever, day's wage pays. Stand there and hold a stop sign for the day or whatever. I've never had trouble finding work, never. Ah. Oh, who's from Washington? I don't know who's from Washington. Washington, Kansas. See, I don't know who you're talking about from Washington and Kansas. The trolls are from Indiana and Rochester, New Hampshire. One, I know he can't. He'd have to get somebody to drive. Well, no, neither one of them drive. So they'd have to have a driver, which, maybe that's where Aaron Jones or someone would come in. What's up? The Angry Vet. What's up? Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better. Mr. Mike and Mr. Will's been bitch slapping them with timeouts, so they haven't been invading my lives for a while. Come on Tuesday. Come on Tuesday. Tuesday. I hope I'm this excited when I leave the courtroom. That's all I'm going to say. I'm pretty excited leading up to the court. Now it's Tuesday the 28th. Tuesday the 28th at 1:30. The one here in Wichita, Kansas. I'm going to wear my pot suit. I'm going to wear my cannabis suit. What's court for? I'm suing Walmart. I'm suing the Walmart store here in Wichita, Kansas, the one on East Pawnee Street, about a dozen blocks from me. Bad Walmart, no shopping. I could be wrong, but I think it's just going to be a formality, me showing up. If I remember, I need to call down the sheriff's department and see if they served Deidre Parker. If she was served, cool. If not, it's still cool. I attempted to serve her. The only way I knew how, nobody would answer no questions or nothing. So I can prove to the judge that I attempted to serve her. She represented that she was manager over all those stores, and that's the one that called me back representing that store that day. So I think that was the best place to serve her at. Hey, after the case, you're right. You know, after the case, you're doggone right. I would ask and all, but I gotta be kind of, you know, you're gonna, just like when I went to the city hall meeting. I don't know if you know, but I went to the city hall meeting last Tuesday, not yesterday, but the one before, and I had my cannabis jacket and tie and everything on, and everybody thought I was going to go in there and, you know, sound like some stupid stoner or something. But I did the opposite of what people thought. You know, I actually had a few intelligent remarks to make to them and whatnot, and told them to have a good day. Told them they had a good police department, which at that time the hit and run hadn't been solved or nothing. You know, but everything went good. Just like, you know, I had people, oh, well, yell out to this, that. No, I don't yell out to people. I don't let people sign the RV in Walmart parking lots or truck stops or anything like that. Now, if it's a place that invites me to come sit and let people, different story. But I always known the difference between private property, open to the public, but private property. Just like I know the street laws for parking on the street. You got to know them to do this. Did I know them in the beginning? No, I learned everything as I went along. Hell, I didn't know you could take over Mount Rushmore's amphitheater for your religious rights. I didn't know you could do a march in D.C. for free under your religious rights. But doing this, I found out along the way. What did you watch on Courtroom Live? The city hall meeting? Oh, at the city hall meeting? Cool. Cool. I want to see that. Um, I need to see it. Um, Message me a link at my email. I need the link. Could be. See, I want to take uh, and make them little shorts, them 15-second shorts and stuff. Um, I'll use another device to record it, and make little 15-minute things and stuff. So, yeah, if I don't have to research them and people just send me the links, it's a lot easier for me. Uh-huh. Oh, the weather's nice here. Knock on wood. Um, Not too hot, not too cold. Um, yeah, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I ain't getting shit done as usual. Um, I wanted to be parked somewhere else today and set up my sign machine and stuff, but too many things happened this morning that just wasn't going to happen. Tomorrow's a different story. It'd be cool if I heard back from the insurance today or tomorrow. Today would be super cool. If they just email me saying that they accept the pictures and stuff and they're working on it. I'd be happy if they just sent me that. You know what I mean? You're not getting anything done either? Man, I've sat here and had good thoughts all morning. And I do need to get them done. But I'll be damned if I can get off my ass and do them, though. Oh, I hear you. Oh, yeah, it'd be a great day. Well, it's going to be a great day when they tell me that. It'll probably be Friday, and they will get it to me by next Monday. I'll probably get it the day before court or the day of court, which, if we get a decision, which we should, on Thursday, next Tuesday, um, if they don't show up, I can ask the judge to rule in my favor, and I don't see why they wouldn't. And then, especially if I can let them hear the tape and all. Then Walmart, I got to give it 14 days, not 30, 14 days for them to file an appeal. And if they don't file they got to pay like $400 and some dollars, whatever, but they got to pay couple $100 and file an appeal, and then which is nothing to Walmart, but um, they would have to file the appeal, and then of course I'd have to come back and fight them in court. Um, there's a chance that could happen. I'm not going to say it can't happen. Um, there's a chance that they say, someone represents them, says their piece. I say my piece, and the judge rules and figures an amount they think is fair. I don't think they're going to show up. I mean, I don't see their defense. If they show up, it would be to try and dispute the 10 grand, But, and in the beginning, I wouldn't even filed for 10 grand. I would have been happy with the 2,500. But no, the months that they have kept it up since notifying that hey, y'all took that trespass down, and they won't notify Springfield, and they won't correct the mistake or nothing. Yeah, I think it's worth every penny of 10 grand. If you went and hired an attorney, it'd be worth a lot more than that. Hey, I appreciate you, Mike. I got a great chance of winning the case. The question is, what's it worth? And I tried going to their home office and talked to them. I posted all over social media. I played the tapes on social media. I can't prove any more that this is wrong. Now I finally get to put it in front of the judge and see what the judge says. I don't see a defense to it. Why don't they own up? Hey, someone made a mistake. Last perfect person that was near perfect, they crucified. So are they that too big, too dumb, too whatever to say, look, someone made a mistake, and we didn't mean to do it, and look what it's done. And it's just like the trolls; they don't care. That's what's so wrong about it, is they don't care. And I'm hoping that the judge will see that and rule that what the max that the judge could rule. That would be cool. And I think I'll have to wait the 14 days and file the appeal, get the final judgment, because I don't think they're going to file the appeal. And then I have to contact Walmart, which I'll drive back to Bentonville and sit there at the museum until they decide to pay the judgment. Been there, done that. Oh, I'm doing great myself. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, see, I'm not monetized or nothing on YouTube. They have this thing on TikTok that, hell, they owe me $50 and $52, I think, now. That's good. Hey, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm glad the RSO's going good. People need that. There's a lot of people out there that need the. Oh, goodness sakes. And we're still holding 10 people on here. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate anybody that subscribes and likes the channel and shares it with others. Um, they're coming after your guns. The Supreme Court, they're going to let them rule first. Then they're going to come get them. I'm telling you. It's time to nip this in the butt right now. Cannabis shouldn't be a class 1, 2, or 3 narcotic. They should have to prove what narcotics in it before they can do that stupid shit. Thank you for subscribing. John is doing great. Mr. John, I'm doing just great. You see where they're trying to take the guns now. They're setting us up for taking the guns. Yeah, you missed it as being one of the moderators there, Mr. John, I think. Mr. Mike, Big Mike, and Will started slapping the trolls with 10-second and 20-second timeouts and stuff. And they don't troll very much no more. Kind of funny how that worked out. Instead of just flat kicking them off, they just give them a little bitch slap. Like, sit in the corner, kid. Oh, I hear you, man. I did a TikTok about anybody that says they can have a firearm and a class 1 narcotic is an idiot. Under federal law, no matter what your state says, under federal law, you have given up your right to bear arms and ammunition. You won't believe how many idiots come on my TikTok and tell me I'm wrong, when all they got to do is look it up. And I tell them they're stupid. I had one, I'm a federal, I have a federal license. I sell federal firearms, and as long as I don't have my marijuana, and I'm like, dude, you're a special kind of stupid to put on here your name and stuff if you really sell firearms and stuff. Because on that application, it says you don't associate with a narcotic. You just admitted you lied. These idiots don't get it. They come on this Facebook and make their comments about, hey, the state says I can have mine, I got mine, and brag and whatnot. Not a good thing to do. Not a good thing to do. I need to go back to all them idiot comments and say, how do you like me now? Because what I've been warning and saying is happening right now. They have accepted to hear a case to take away the gun rights to recreational marijuana users. Not medical. Or so far, nobody said about the medical. Right now, the wording is just recreational. What's the difference? Oh, hey, Kay. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it's just come out that the Supreme Court is going to hear about recreational marijuana users and their gun rights. They want to take them away. Whoa. I think first and foremost, before they can declare it a class 1, 2, or 3, they better prove to the public what narcotic is in marijuana. Technically, it's not even a drug. Until you heat it up, it is not a drug, because it isn't. It has to be THC to be a drug. Just like they hold the medical patent on it, yet for 80 years they screwed the American people saying there's no medical value. It's all been about gun control. I've said that since the day that they gave it to us. When Obama gave it to, and they said the feds to stand down. Ever since I started this journey, I've been telling people, you don't have gun rights under federal law. You've given up your gun rights under federal law. And you have. I don't care if you're recreational. I don't care if you have a medical card. But why are they fighting on it right now to take away the recreational person's gun rights, but they're not saying about the medical? This is why we need to get Trump in Congress. You need everybody on this petition to invoke comity law. Take it away from the 40 states that's got it for medicine and the 20-some that's got it for recreational, or give it to all. This is bullshit. Yeah, the Supreme Court, the law of the land. Yeah, they're going against the Constitution. Yeah, this is a federal court. This is the highest court of the land. They just announced that they were going to hear the case next year. It shouldn't even go into the Supreme Court. There should be no case to hear. You might want to search on it a little bit. No, because this just started yesterday, and it's grown more and more today. I see it on more and more sites, and more people sending it to me and stuff like that. Yeah, that's just the thought of them bringing it up that they want to rule on it. No, that's wrong. Hey, I agree with you. Cannabis ain't a drug until you heat it up, and that's at most, because it causes a little euphoria. But to me, drugs are like aspirin, Advil, Aleve, NyQuil, and you know what? Every one of them can kill you, but cannabis can't. It's just like how these states are doing now, and they took Kansas here, took all the cannabis products, but they left the fake heroin, the fake cocaine, and the fake meth and stuff. Oh, you can buy all the man-made crap you want. Some of them even still sell the spice and K2 and stuff. But heaven forbid you buy that God-given herb, because they want to name it. The government is doing and did just like William Randolph Hearst. William Randolph Hearst named it marijuana. Now the government could come clean and correct the 80-year screw the public people, in the butt, or they could just continue to screw us. And they're trying to continue to screw us. And if y'all don't stand up and put your voice in the petition, you get what's coming. Hey, you're preaching to the choir, 420 Network. You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. Our Creator, half this stuff in these, over half the stuff grown in dispensaries, I don't even like. It's not of God no more. It's grown in chemicals, and it started out of a genetically modified seed or clone. You know? Oh. Oh yeah, all distractions. Yeah, starved other country. Absolutely. Absolutely. I can't believe that they even announced that they was going to. But I knew this day was coming one day. But I didn't think with Trump in office. I really didn't think with Trump in office that this would happen. But people forget. Everybody thinks Trump's going to get a third term, and that goes against everything. You're changing the concept, and if you let that happen, you're changing history and things too. So might as well change the gun laws and stuff, I guess. People are saying that they want Carmela on that one side. But you know what? That'd be the first thing she wanted, take everybody's guns. She would make cannabis illegal and everything. Look how many people she threw in prison and stuff, how many lives and stuff and whatnot that lady did. Oh, we are next. Look over in Sweden. They're chipping everybody in Sweden. Sweden's got that shit right now that they want to put under that one world order. In Sweden, you're not going to be able to. You can't buy nothing. Yep, over there you got to get a chip now in Sweden. And what do you think? Where that's going to go? It's going to go and go and go. America might be last, but it's coming. It's not about health, safety, or anything like that. Because otherwise, they wouldn't sell that man-made shit in these smoke shops. So they can't get pot no more. The ones that are smoking, and whatever, they're either going to have to get it from someone else, which is going to be the real stuff, So cool. They're just going to pay more money, or if they have to drug test or something, they're going to be smoking that spice and shit. Free the plant. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We are next. And um, I've said, you go watch a lot of my videos, I've said many times, all they got to do is go to all these dispensaries and come and collect everybody's guns that's violated federal law. They could do that any day. Would they? Nope, not until the Supreme Court rules. But I guarantee you they would then. Why do you think they're ruling on it? They're going to see if the people are going to sit back and let them do it. Watch. And people are going to sit back and let them do it. Oh yeah, they got bunkers for the cities underground and stuff for them. But you know what? If people was really smart, I'd take the bulldozers and shit and everything that's out here and make sure they never came out of that bunker. That'd be the smart thing to do. Bury them in their bunker. Yeah, I like your one day at a time. Me, I believe in my Savior that paid a blood sacrifice, and I wholeheartedly believe in that, and I believe I'm going to meet the Father. Uh, I don't think I'm going to be on the highest level of heaven, but hey, if I can just make it in on the bottom floor, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to live the golden rule and wait until I'm called home. Our final destination is death. Whether it's me out here advocating for pot, whatever, however I go, you know what I mean? None of us know when, the time, or nothing except the Father above. And trust me, I've been in situations that I know when it's your time, it's your time. Um, so you can't fear all that. You just, not and if you have faith, the only thing I've got is faith. Then you don't worry about it. Like everybody, I try and be careful and stuff, and I appreciate people telling me, but I really don't worry about it. Someone asked me earlier or yet on one of my lives or something, am I worried about the trolls? No, They better be more worried that they're going to do prison time or rot in hell. Me, I get to see my maker. If I have any rewards, I get to collect them. You know, so I don't see the downfall on my side. I can see the downfall on their side. And hey, if they don't care and they're ready to give up their freedom and shit, I'm not hiding where I'm at. Good chance they might meet their servant though, while attempting to do something to me, because I can protect myself and I will protect myself and all. Oh, the con father just threatens my family and stuff. They threaten to go and do things to me and my daughter. They don't specifically say they're coming to Kansas. Yeah, hey, I lost all my guns in the canoe accident. 5 years, wow. Oh, I understand you, Mr. K, but I'm just using this and letting people know. They think they can just blatantly walk around with and like the ones, oh, I sell firearms, I'm a federal firearms dealer, and I don't care. I want to try and educate people. They shouldn't be so stupid and put things like that on the internet or whatnot, unless they're law enforcement trying to set people up, which that could be too. I just want people to know. Uh, That's a major announcement there. That is a major announcement. Will it happen? I don't think so. If the people stand up. If the people do nothing, oh, it's going to happen. They've already told us by 2030 you will own nothing and like it. As that quotes from that United Nations thing. And they get together every year and plan what they're doing, all these phony war and all this stuff they're doing. Well, not phony war, but I mean, people are dying and stuff, but it's all done for profit and money and not what we think. I actually think we started the 7 year tribulation. And I'll be happy to be around the next 3.5 years to see it. I hope. But I don't think I want to be around the last 3.5. Oh, right on. Oh, God's our only salvation. The only. That's the only hope we got. Big Mike, I don't think so. I never heard that he was. That would be new for me to hear. So I don't think so. Um, Arsonist, yes. Check fraud, yes. Domestic violence, yes. I don't think he's a sex offender or a pedo. I'm not going to make up things about someone like they would do me. Someone the other day said he looked like Cartman. I think he said he looked like Cartman. Wasn't that you? Wasn't that you that said he looked like Cartman or something? I thought so. Ever since you said that, I visualize him doing that. Well, calling that one his one friend's mom a bitch. I keep seeing him doing that. uh, uh, goodness sakes, my friends. You did nail that. I got to give you that. The other day, I laughed so hard when I first seen that. The resemblance is kenning. Well, I'm bored. I don't know what to do today. Um, I think I will clean some stuff up that I need to get cleaned up and have it to where I can get my sign machine out first thing in the morning and get a couple things I want done in vinyl. I got to remember and dig the vinyl out now because I'm getting ready to go in the back and clean the one side of the bedroom up, my storage area, and I have to get it out first. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. That's their whole plan. Yeah, Um, but what can you can't do much about it. You know what I mean? They want population control. They want to thin out 90% of the population. They've said that. And why we're still letting them, I don't know, but hey, I'm only one person. I can't believe that the American people have let them do what they've already let them do and continuing to let them do. I thought people would stood up 4 years ago that I was wrong, and now you just got to sit back and wait and see if anything ever happens. I think the tribulation is that we're in it. I think we're fixing to go into some good times. Well, not necessarily good times. I think it's going to feel like the 90s again. You got a couple dollars in your pocket, you can go out and watch a movie, you can get a burger, uh, you can buy a decent steak for a decent price, you can afford your rent and stuff. I think all that's coming. Um, but with a price. In 3.5 years, it's just going up 180. If you don't have their means of paying and this, that, if you don't have that mark, you're going to be done. You're going to not be able to come in the cities or nothing. You no longer can buy anything. And you're going to have to live out on your own, which most people die off trying to do that. So they're going to get the mark. Oh, I know that, Kay, but I don't know where to go get. And I'm not really worried about it. I'm only going to be here a couple more years, if that. What's not true? What's not true? I don't want to be saying something wrong. Might be my one friend. Hey Kay, what did I say it wasn't true so I can correct it or whatever? Oh well, yeah. Well, I know. Well, okay. No, I'm just saying me. I know I've got about 3 more good years in me, and that's about it. But no, I agree with you. People need to come together, and no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound that way. Um, a lot of people can survive it. You got to. Me, I'm just talking about health wise and everything. You know, I get a certain age that I don't want to. Um, yeah. As long as I ain't got, as I can move around and take care of myself and all that, I'm good. But I'm thinking about 3, 4, 5 years from now, I'm not going to be able to do all that crap. You know what I mean? I mean, my dad died at 72 from cancer in his head, and that's probably what I'll end up dying from. And I'm 67 now, so that's what I'm going by. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not getting no mark or nothing. Oh, absolutely. When they bring that mark crap here and whatnot, oh yeah, you go to the mountains. But see, I don't think the real crap's going to hit until 2030. That's when I think the real crap's going to hit. Always stay lifted and have no fear. The good Lord's in control. Satan may run this earth and all, but see, this isn't where I belong. This ain't my home. Uh, Heaven's gonna be my home. Uh, yeah, I'm just here for a short while. Nice, Big Mike. Yeah, that is nice. It's going up because it's not from me talking to people out here. That's for sure. And I'm going to do a cheers in a minute. And I've got a guy on TikTok uh, that I just did a live with and picked up some followers. And one of the followers I picked up, he has made a short with his story with 420 Jim, yada yada. See, if I get a dozen or two people to do that, man, this will take off. I mean, they're pumping the petition. They put a link on their page to the petition and all. Yeah, real nice. Y'all need to find out who they are and follow them and support them too, you know? Absolutely, Kay. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. Yeah, Big Mike, I want to flood the petition most I can. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. K, I'm just, me, I want to, if possible, get back out to Arizona next year and spend a couple of years with my grandkids. Um, you know, and try and help prepare them or, whatever. Um, can't change what's going to happen, but I would like to spend some time with my grandkids and my daughter and stuff. In the fun age. I don't know what's so fun about it. Oh, I'm falling apart. I'm at the falling apart paying for my bad drug days and stuff now. I mean, hey, there's people a lot worse than me that never even did cocaine and stuff like I've done and whatnot. So I'm blessed with the health that I've got, but I can feel it deteriorating, if you know what I mean. Well, that's roughly around 619 million smart people. Right on. Oh, that was in 2022. That's doubled by now. I need to make my t-shirts. I got somebody reading the bus right now. Wonder if they drive on. How you doing? They drove on. Let me see what that says. And I've got to get out of here in a few minutes. There you go. Well, my friends, anybody got any last questions, comments, or concerns? I've got a couple of things I've got to get done here. I'll probably do a live at 420 on TikTok. Should be back here at 7 o'clock for YouTube. I'm going to load my bubbler, give you all a second to make a last comment if you like. And I'll say cheers. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Absolutely. Here's while you're typing Cheers. Hey, I hope each and every one of y'all have a good, wonderful, blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. All notifications. If I go live, you'll be notified. Catch me on TikTok at 4:20 and back here tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, thank you, thank you. There you go. Until then, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. So sign that petition. One team, one dream, united we stand. My dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful afternoon, my friends, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.